Just announced, strike up the band because Tiana's Bayou Adventure is coming to Magic Kingdom in Florida and Disneyland Park late 2024. This was announced today at the Essence Festival in New Orleans.
A lot of people are not sure what to expect from this, but I'm excited that they're redoing and retheming Splash Mountain to this. I think it's going to be good.
First of all, this is the first time, if it wasn't for this article in Disney Parks, I didn't realize there was a festival like this in New Orleans. It looks so cool. It's a Essence Festival of Culture. It started June 30th and it's through July 3rd. There's performances by Kevin Hart, Nicki Minaj, Janet Jackson. Like it's like
Nicki Minaj, I'm going.
And there's like a whole thing of festivities, and you can register to attend virtually or in person. Neat. But this has been a hot topic for a long time. A lot of people hate change, but I think we're all excited about this Bayou Adventure coming to or replacing what is Splash Mountain.
Do you think that it's going to be something that is accepted by everybody? Because people love the nostalgia of Disney attractions and rides. And sometimes they don't always agree with it. But I feel like most of the time they're like, oh, I don't want that to happen. But then it happens and they're like, I love it.
I think this particular movie and attraction just go hand in hand so well that I think a lot of people are going to have high expectations for it, but they're also really excited to see because it does. That movie is so visually beautiful that I know that Imagineers can make the attraction and the parks beautiful as you go through.
You love that movie too.
It's my favorite. Obviously love beignets and right? I love all things New Orleans. So this to me is going to be a really fun, different thing coming to the parks that I can stand for. Whereas I actually am one of those people that hates change and it hates removing anything that I've gotten familiar with in the park. And I'm not, I do sympathize with those people that will feel that way about Splash Mountain, but I think this is going to be for the better.
New Orleans Square too in Disneyland, perfect location or perfect like togetherness with this attraction.
So this was first announced in 2020, which that's the one thing about Disney that's really hard is that when they make these incredible announcements, it just takes forever for them to become and turn into an actual product.
Yeah, we're going to do some videos on Universal. And I was reading an article the other day about that exact thing. Universal does a great job of building anticipation and telling you something's coming without telling you what's coming.
Yeah.
And then without like wrecking it, right?
Right.
And then Disney is the total opposite. Disney tells you the details, what they're doing, but then the mistake that Disney makes is they make you wait so long for it to actually happen.
Well, this was first announced in 2020, and it's not going to happen. I mean, fingers crossed it actually gets
2035.
It says 2024, but who knows? Like there could be delays, so are we looking at 2026? I don't want to know 6 years in advance. I want to know maybe in a year in advance. I want that excitement to feel and build as we go and not for me to feel like I'm over. Like, for an example, Tron, I'm almost over because it's just taking so long. So I think Universal does have an upper hand when it comes to announcements like this and building the right type of anticipation. That being said,
that's the James Cameron mistake.
I don't know what
James Cameron's the director of Avatar.
Oh,
Avatar 2 is coming out 14 years after Avatar 1.
Yeah. Similar kind of situation.
Yeah. Disney says, hey, we're going to do this new cool Toronto coaster. It's going to be the most epic thing ever. And everybody's, yes, new roller coaster coming to Magic Kingdom. It's going to be so good. 7 years later, we got nothing.
Right. Well, if you go over back to the topic of this attraction happening in the parks, this was first announced in 2020. Tiana's Bayou Adventure will take guests along a musical adventure inspired by the beloved story and characters from the fan favorite film. Picking up where the film left off, guests will join Princess Tiana, Naveen, and jazz-loving Alligator Lewis on an adventure through the bayou. Like, to me, that's just the perfect cast and perfect setting for a really fun attraction.
I'm excited. Listen, I think it's going to be great. As much as we pick on Disney for taking a long time, they generally do things right when they do new things.
Right.
Although, I do have to say, the one thing that I think they got wrong was, am I allowed to say it?
Just one thing?
Great movie ride. Great movie ride they got wrong. They should have kept that and put Mickey's
Runaway Railway.
Yeah, somewhere else. Because I think Mickey's Runaway Railway is a great ride, I just don't think that should have replaced the Great Movie Ride. That's the one thing I don't agree with.
I hear what you're saying.
Of many, actually, but that one thing I could talk about.
That one thing is kind of a thorn on our side because we did have high expectations. Not that the attraction isn't great. It's just it shouldn't have replaced such an iconic piece of, I think, movie history, where I miss being able to go on that ride and explain to the kids what movies that we should go back and watch to kind of respark their imaginations.
That, and I think they took away the nostalgia a little bit of the, it was needed updating, but I thought it was a great old school ride. Maybe I'm the person that this is for, right? Maybe I'm the person that's going to talk about Splash Mountain needed to be there, but I agree. I think this is going to be a great addition.
Yeah. Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Stay tuned, everybody.
Yes, we'll let you know. We'll have another update. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the podcast. All the links for everything we talk about is down below if you want to check out these articles that we have here on the video, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, everybody.